6 scale figure collectors? My name is John Deak. Today I'm going to unbox the brand new Blitzway 6 scale Mask of Zorro figure. And just before I do, please take a second, jump over to Facebook, join our Facebook fan group for 1/6 Society. We have over 16,000 active members. We hang out all day, post photos of our collection, just drama-free group, a lot of awesome people. I think you'll enjoy it. With that said, let's jump right into the review. So you guys got to tell me, what do you think about our 1/6 Society intro to the videos? Let me know in the comments section below on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook. I'd love to know. We had it custom done by an artist. It took a couple weeks, and I thought it was a pretty cool intro for our videos. The next thing I want to mention before I talk about the box is that this movie, The Mask of Zorro, was released in 1998, and it started filming in Mexico in 1996. So Antonio Banderas is 59 years old today. So roughly he was about 35, 36 when he filmed Zorro. So try to keep that in mind if you're going to look for any reference photos for the head sculpt. Compared to this one, just know that he was definitely a lot younger. On the front of the box, you're going to have the infamous Z. If you know Zorro, he can take his sword and just slice a Z, just a perfect Z. And of course, this is Blitzway, is the creator of this figure, 1/6 scale collectible figure, BW-UMS 11101. On this side, you're going to have the Mask of Zorro logo. Once again, you're going to have the word Zorro. On the opposing side, you're going to have the Blitzway logo. Finally, on the back of the box, you're going to have your traditional warnings, your notice, your creators. In this point, I would like to highlight Juan Cho, who is the producer of this figure, also the founder of Blitzway. And on the back, you can see a nice high-res image of what I would imagine is the back of the figure. Let's get everything out of the box. Something really awesome I just noticed and I wanted to point out to you before I begin is the sword and the little knife. The blades are metal. Thank you for listening to us. How awesome is that? I got Zorro all set up here, and I wanted to mention that I did attach his cape. I did put on his necklace. And I also have a tip for you guys. These two little strings here, if you gently pull down on them, they will lower the shoulder, the clothing on the shoulders, on the shirt, and give you more of his neck appearance and that hairy, manly chest of his. You'll be able to see that a lot better, and it'll also look a lot better with the sides of the necks exposed a little bit, so it's not so scrunched up. It comes with 2 sculpts. This is one of them, and I just wanted to let you know that the mask over his eyes, also the hat, is molded to the head sculpt, so you're not going to ever be able to remove that. Let's take him for a spin. Okay, collectors, there you have it. You can make your own decision if you think the head sculpts look great. I will offer up my opinion. I think both head sculpts look fantastic in hand. although my lighting is adding a bit of shininess to both of the sculpts. But in hand, I think they're fantastic. It looks like a 35, 36-year-old Antonio Banderas, and I think Blitzway did an awesome job. Moving on to articulation, one thing I want to mention, I love that the hands and the arms sit down as flat as they do. There's nothing like more annoying than when you get a figure and it like poofs out like this and you can't get it to sit. These sit perfectly flat and contoured to the body. So with that said, you're going to be able to get a movement that goes up this high out of the arms, roughly. And then you can, of course, twist it and just work the cloth around. The clothing is very flexible, so you're going to be able to do very dynamic poses with this figure. And I don't believe you're going to have to worry about any type of, damage to the suit or anything like that. All right. And both arms go up like that. I like to do my articulation without the head sculpt, so this way I don't drop it or damage it. And then we're gonna have a double joint at the elbows that go up very high. Let me show you a side view, almost touching his chest. Very, very awesome articulation there. Let's bring it back down. And you're gonna have a swivel at the upper arm area, full 360 degrees. And then a rotation at both of the wrists. A very nice ab crunch that goes back or forward like that. And of course, you're going to be able to open up the legs just like that. Pretty awesome. And forward. Oh man, this body would be great to use for like a Batman suit. So I could fit him into the car, modify the suit a little bit. So the legs go up that far. And the knees are going to go to roughly about there. So it's not bad at all. And you're going to notice that his clothing will pop out and you'll see some of the exposed joints. If that happens, no big deal. Just slide them back in. And finally, let's check out the boot. The boot is... the boot is one piece, so you're going to be able to rotate it left and right. You're not going to get any toe articulation or heel articulation. No big deal there. But while I have the boots here, let's take a nice close look at them. Looks pretty good. And then the bottom of the boot. Boots look awesome. Very nice. Let's take a peek at some of the accessories. This is going to be a necklace that he comes with, and it is made out of metal. There's a nice focused close-up so you can see it. 6 pairs of gloves, 2 of which he wears, 4 which are additional in the packaging. And I'm not going to show you every single one, but they are all identical with the exception that the positioning of the fingers are different. Let's take a quick look at the whip. As you can see, it's currently closed up. Really, really, really nice detail on the handle, the silver trim there, and just the actual rope part. And you can untie it right there if you want to use this. It does not have wire inside of it, so it's not going to, be able to be articulated. Additionally, you're going to receive a wanted poster and then a map. They're weathered really nicely. They are using a thicker gauge paper. It's not like printer paper, and they feel pretty sturdy in my hands, and you could potentially display this next to your Zorro figure if you would like to. Then we have the knife Zorro comes with. Again, very nice detail. You have the curves in the upper area of the knife. Nice handle detail. And the coolest part of all, it is a metal blade. And then we have his cane. It is one solid piece. It is plastic, but there are some really nice details in the handle of the cane and then the midsection there. See if I can get this to focus so you could see it a little better. That's pretty cool. And of course, no Zorro figure would be complete without his infamous sword. So the sword is going to come with the holder like this, the holster. And the holster itself is plastic, has some nice weathered steel looking parts, little tiny hooks right here. Let me show you up close if I can get it to focus properly so you can see. And last but not least, his sword. Look at that handle, guys. That's pretty damn good. I like that. And once again, we have a metal blade for the sword. We also have a very, very basic Mask of Zorro stand. It's just a plastic block with a crotch grabber here. Nothing fancy, nothing to write home about. They could have probably done a lot better on the stand, but considering everything that's been going on with the virus, I'm just happy we have figures starting to ship to America again. Final thoughts. What do I think of the Blitzway Mask of Zorro Antonio Banderas 6-scale figure? So far, I got to tell you that I love it. I think it's a fantastic figure. I think that if you have him on pre-order, or if you are going to pre-order him, you will be pleasantly surprised when you get him in hand versus any blogger photos or even my video can influence you to do so. In hand, you're going to love it. I think the head sculpts are fantastic. The accessories are awesome. The fact that they used metal blades for the swords and a knife, it just says to me that Blitzway is listening to us as collectors. We want the more detailed, realistic accessories, or at least as close as we can get it. What are some improvements Blitzway could make on this product? I would say that the stand definitely could use some work. I mean, it's just a really basic, cheap looking stand. They could include something a little better. Their clamshells that the figures come in, I'm not a big fan of them. They seem a little flimsy to me. They could probably use a thicker plastic. Take a second, subscribe to my channel, smash that bell notification so you do get a notification when I upload a new video. And until next time, all you collectors out there around the world, stay healthy, stay safe, and once again, thanks for watching. Take care.